cross steps.
Again. One more.
Last one.
Shine shoe. Oh, sorry, kick first. Four more. Shine shoes. Nine arms. And exit.
One.
Around. 2, 3, 4, and kick. 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 And shine shoes. Those dusty sleeves. And exit. Shiny shoes. All right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cakewalk. Hello and welcome everybody to ABC of Jazz, and today's theme is going to be a dance actually called the Cakewalk. So we're going to take some steps from the Cakewalk, but of course, as always, we warm up, and the first thing we need to do is check the space around us, check we've got plenty of room, and that just work to your level. Don't, put anything out. If you're not too warmed up, take it nice and easy and nice and safely. That's the main thing. Right, we're going to begin with a bit of movement therapy, as I call it. That means I'm going to move, you're going to copy me, and we're just going to warm ourselves up a little bit. So Anna, if you have some music, Rhythm in My Nursery.
Here we go.
Fantastic. And take a bounce. And toes. Shoulders. Down, up, down, up, down. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward and back, forward and back. Add some arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Mess around.
In the corner I stood.
Stay on the toes. On the toes.
But I told him I'm no fool if I rhythm in my nursery rhyme. La 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 la, won't get me far. Lately I've been thinking, if I had a little bit of rhythm, I could be a Washington or a Lincoln.
And kick.
Simple Simon at the fair, met a fireman who was there.
And bounce.
I thought too, guys, I don't care 'cause I need rhythm in my nursery rhyme.
And kick. Bouncing. And around. Swing the arms. And down, up, down, up. Add a shimmy. Shake those shoulders. And down and up, down and up, down and up, down and one more time. And bounce. Get down low. and kicks. Doubles, double. Oh, stay there. Okay, so let's take the arms up, just stretch them up. Big stretch, up on the toes, and release. And then just look behind you, keep the knees soft, feet pointing forward, and look behind you, just have a little stretch. Look behind one way, keep it nice and slow, just looking, 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 and then come back to the front, and then look the other way, look behind you, and looking, 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 behind you. And of course I know what's coming up, we're just going to do a little bit more warming up today. We're going to just reach up and over, stretching, lift up, pull that shoulder backwards, pull the shoulder back so you're in a nice straight line. And the other side, reach, 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 reach up.
Going
Stretching
up
the rib
first,
cage.
because before you get to this side.
And then go
Yeah.
there. And notice that I'm pulling my shoulder back, I'm not leaning forward, putting the shoulder back. And come up. Take the legs a bit wider, grab hold of one wrist, and reach over. And come back, or the other wrist, and reach over, keep the knees bent, keep the knees bent. And over. And then I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this one. I'm going to have one leg bent and the other leg straight. And then I'm going to push my hips back and I'm going to roll the arms forward and up. I push the hips back. I sit on my back leg, all the weight's on the back leg, and I roll and scoop up. And I call these scoops. And I go down, hips back, head forward, and come up one more time. Hips back, looking forward.
Keep a straight back, a flat back.
And up. Then let's swap legs, other leg. So if I turn around so you can see this leg, my supporting leg is bent, the other heel is on the floor, and I push my hips back first, and then I scoop with the arms, not too deep, and come up, push the hips back, looking straight ahead, hips back, and come up, pushing back and scoop, and come up, and scoop, and come up. We're a little bit warmed up now.
Looks like it.
Thumbs up. We're all in good form.
Got some
Okay.
thumbs ups all round.
The cakewalk was a really popular dance in about 1890, 1900. That's when it had its big vogue. Now it actually came from the plantation days, and it came from the slaves actually on the plantations, and they would mimic and copy the owners, usually with a bit of satirical flavour to it. But it had a revival in about 1890, 1900. It became very popular and is part of actually the origins of the Lindy Hop and jazz that we do. So we're going to do that, and it was called the Cakewalk because you could win a prize. They used to have competitions, and the prize could be a cake. We're going to go around our ballroom, and we're going to strut, normally side by side with a partner, and we're just going to strut around. And anti-clockwise around the floor.
What's
One,
around it? Do you want to
2,
pull the light a little
3,
bit out?
4. Keep
Yeah.
strutting. 1,
Perfect.
2, 3, 4, and walk. 2, 3, 4, and walk. 2, 3, and so on. Now you can go around in different ways. You might do a little prance, and it almost reflects the way a horse would walk. So you point one heel in front, and I've got the toe turned out, and then I jump onto the other foot, and jump, and jump, and jump, and jump, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And we call these little kicks sort of struts or little kicks. And you can have the arms nice and proud and chest up, because we're going to be nice and proud as we go 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. Have we got some music?
Yes, very nice. Liz and partner, you're really going for it. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
prancing.
You can do it arm in arm if you want.
Oh,
if you've got a
yes.
partner, you can link arms.
That's right.
And you strut together, noses in the air, because we want to win that prize.
Oh, they're ready for it.
Music maestro.
Here we go. China rag?
Yeah. 7, 8. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All walk with lots of attitude.
Oh yeah, keep going.
Anti-clockwise around
Chin
our
up.
ballroom. Lots of attitude. And strut. And cut. Cool.
Right,
We're getting
very
warmed up
nice.
now.
Yes. I'd like to see, so some of you really have the chest up and the arms up, but not quite everyone. So I'd like to see a bit more attitude in the top of the body. You're all kicking your legs, but it's the whole body movement, that strutting feeling.
I always think, you know what they say, zip the belly up and then lift the breastbone, the breastplate, lift it up and think nose in the air a little bit and strut. 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like you've got energy through the whole body. It's like you've breathed in and keeping it in. That sort of attitude. Okay.
Now,
Yeah, nice, Lucy.
we're going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've been running.
In running, basically. In World War One, they did a step called running through the trenches, and it was a similar idea. They'd get very low because they didn't want the bullets to hit them, and they'd be running through the trenches. But this move is more of just a back, back, back with a little run. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, music maestro, we can try our prancing, our walking in style, our strutting, kicks forward, or the running.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Let's start by walking. Lots of attitude.
Oh yeah.
Add the little kicks.
Very nice.
And backwards.
Running. Nice.
Forwards.
Yeah, looking good. Long and low.
Backwards.
If you weren't warm before, you're getting
And
warm
walk.
now.
And cut.
I got so into it watching them, I forgot to cut.
Now, sometimes, if you were a lady back in those days, you might have had a handkerchief. And you might walk around throwing your handkerchief in the air. So, imaginary handkerchief. Walking as you strut. And the gentlemen, they may want to impress those ladies. And they might do a crazy legs. So we can all do a crazy legs. Now, what I'm actually doing with my hands, I'm holding onto my cane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you do a crazy legs? Come up on the toes a little bit.
I've got to say, some people came ready. Lucy has a handkerchief.
Excellent.
not cheating there.
Crazy legs. Bend the knees. Take the knees out. Bring the knees in. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Nice, Dinah has it.
Now take a step. Step, 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 step. The trick now is to do the knees as you do the step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,
Oh,
1, 2.
beautiful.
And if this was your moment to shine, you were in the parade with everyone else, maybe you'd come out into the middle with your crazy steps, and the lady would be flicking her handkerchief all around. So you can choose your style. Let's add another step, cross kicks. So we're going to go step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick. Yes,
How
does remind you a
high
little bit
should
of
they
the
kick?
kicking. Well, the question is, do you want to win the prize or not? The higher you kick, the more likely you are to win the prize. So we're going to go.
However,
I'm not going that high. I'm not going to win. So step, kick, and it's like you push the foot out.
don't hurt
1,
yourself though.
2. No, don't hurt yourself. Not yet. 1, 2.
Not yet.
1, 2. No, we'll wait for the prize. There is a competition. And step. So I'm kicking across. Kick, down, kick, down.
Oh,
kick,
you got some high
down,
kicking going
kick,
on.
Down. Cool.
But I think you should look up when you kick up. You're
Oh,
not trying
yes.
to kick something off the floor. You're kicking up to show off.
So you might be holding onto a cane or a lady. You might have a parasol. And you go step and kick and step and kick. Step.
Yeah,
kick,
nice, Lucy.
step,
You can be
kick,
doing the can
step, kick, step,
or
kick.
a kick line.
Okay, let's put that all together with music.
All right.
Should we try the next tune?
Okay, Alexander's Ragtime Band.
Strutting around next to your partner. Add some low kicks. Backwards. Forwards. Step cross kicks.
Oh yeah, go for it. Very nice.
Crazy legs. Maybe coming forward and going back.
Hold on
And
to
you've
the
got a
fingers.
handkerchief. And relax. Whew, lots of style in this dance. Now, obviously, it was traditionally done with a lady and a gentleman. And so you may look at your partner with your top hat and you may say hello. If you're a lady, you might curtsy. You normally might have a parasol. And then, of course, you'd be on. I don't know how my curtsying was, but hopefully you get the idea. So they might
Needs
interact.
practice, Simon.
Sometimes they would interact with each other. Shall we, yes?
Yeah, so I was just going to say, actually, it's really good. Everyone's really going for it. I think the arms are a little shy, so it might help to really imagine that cane or that hat or that parasol, whatever it is, really feel its weight so that your arms are not just hanging, but really active.
So this is me holding a parasol, as I do those kicks. Or I could be holding a cane, maybe under one hand, and holding onto my top hat in the other, because that's how they were dressed back then. Very fine clothes.
Nice, Adrian and partner.
Holding onto my cane. Pop, 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 pop.
Cool.
Okay, now, we did low kicks. Of course, if you really want to win the prize and take the biscuit, you might do high kicks. So you...
Try not to kick
So if
too many
anyone
of the
feels
furniture.
energetic enough and they want to lean back and do those high kicks, you're welcome to.
Make sure you have nothing fragile around you.
So the higher the kick, the better.
Yeah.
Now,
But
we-
again, just take it so that it's comfortable, because it's
We-
the kind of movement we've done too often, so don't do yourself a mischief.
Okay, let's add on the classic. Now this is very classic. You would have a thing, this is why we did this stretching at the beginning, called shiny shoes or polish your shoes. So you might bend over and polish your shoes. And you might bend over and polish your shoes. So probably you pick the heel up and you give them a polish. And you give them a polish. Or sometimes, well no, we'll leave it at that for now. So, polish and polish. So that's shiny shoes I call it, but I think it's called polishing your shoes. And we go, polish your shoes and polish your shoes. Then of course you might have a bit of dust. So you might brush the dust off your shoulder. You might brush the dust off your shoulder. So you might go, shiny shoes, brush the shoulder, brush the shoulder.
Nice.
And then of course, if you're wearing a bow tie, you might want to adjust that bow tie. So you might just want to adjust the bow tie. Or if the follows had a parasol, they might want to reposition where the parasol is. But for now, we can just adjust our bow tie. So we put that little sequence together. We go, brush the shoes, brush the shoes, brush the shoulder, check the bow tie, and we're ready. In fact, let's do that. Let's add a little and kick down at the end. So we're going to get some timing. We're going to start with, let's all start with our right foot. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this time I'm actually going to do a different version. I'm going to actually brush down the sleeve and brush down the sleeve. But you could just choose to brush the shoulders, both fine. Brush down the sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adjust your bow tie or your hair or your bonnet or whatever. And a 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7. We'll do one cross step.
Let's walk through it one more time.
So we go right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do you want some music to try that on?
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shiny shoes. Rush, rush, just, and pose. So here I'm posing with my top hat in the air, or I could be posing with my parasol up.
Quite a fun dance, that
Gosh.
cakewalk, isn't it?
Should we do one last step, and then we're going to put the routine together? So we're going to do one step we haven't done yet, which is going to be a kick, step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick, step. So I go kick across and put the foot down, step, step. So I kick my left foot, I put it down, and I go right, left. And I'm thinking sort of a little triangle. Kick, step, 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 left, left, right, 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 left, right. Kick, step, step, kick, step, step, kick, step, step. Now you can add some going back, kick, step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick, down, back, step, kick, down, back, step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Nice,
4.
yes. I think everyone has it.
Okay, in the last few minutes, I want to put it together in a little sequence. Now, this sequence we have borrowed from the Playboy Hour. The Playboy
Right.
Hour was in 1960, and it was Hugh Hefner. Now, I have a friend in America who's actually used to go round to Hugh Hefner's house in the 80s and 90s because he was a big jazz fan and a big musical person. He was really into jazz, and he would love to have dancers and people come around and talk about dancing. So he really loved the dancing and the music. And he had on his show, he had a show during the 1960s for a couple of years. He had Al Minns and Leon James and Marshall Stearns, and they were talking about the history of the dance. Al Minns and Leon James were both members of Whitey's Lindy Hoppers. They were the Lindy Hop troupe of the 1930s and 40s who were like the tops. And then Marshall Stearns wrote a book, we wrote several books, but one of them was called Jazz Dance. He's a historian and really into the history of the dance. And he would do a series of lectures with the two dancers demonstrating, and he would talk about it. And they demonstrated the cakewalk. And the steps they came up with were a low strut, kick, kick. Low, low, kick, kick.
So you're combining
Low,
your struts
low,
and your
back,
runs.
back, low, low, back, back. I said
Okay,
kick,
here we
back,
go.
back.
Let's
So
do
do
it all
that
together.
4 times. Starts with the right foot. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go into those kick, step, cross steps. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down again. Kick, down, step, step.
Nice, everyone.
Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. So from the beginning up to there. Right foot, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Straps.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, stop. From here, kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, another 4. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 8 in total. 4, down, step, step. From here we go straight into step, kick, step, cross kicks. Kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, stop.
Nice and tall, yes.
Into our shiny shoes. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. And then we can just finish with just some posing. And I'm coming onto the ball of the foot and pushing back. Almost like a moonwalk, but done in the 1890s.
Cakewalk to the moonwalk.
John Bubbles was famous for his going forward, but these guys did it going backwards.
So you're popping one knee as you step out. Maybe we can take 30 seconds over that step.
So I'm going to push off my front foot, and I'm going to slide the other leg back, and as I push off, I pop the knee out. So I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, we've got a few Michael Jacksons in the room.
Right. Should we go
Or
back to the
Jungle.
first song, China Rag?
Okay.
And let's put it all together.
Certainly.
1, 2, 2, 3.
Last one.
And step, step. It's fast. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Cross steps. And plumb. Shiny shoes. Just. One more time.
Maybe we can walk through it once, just to make sure everyone has the sequence.
Let's walk through it once.
It's quite fast, especially those kick cross steps.
So whilst we're waiting for the beginning, we're just going to strut and just prance. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're ready to begin on the right foot kicking. Low kicks. 1, 2, back, back. And we repeat that 4 times in total. So it's number 2, 2, back, back. Lean back, lean forward. Lean back, lean forward. Is that about 4 times?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go, whichever foot, doesn't really matter. We go kick, step.
And you've stepped slightly across, slightly in front of the other foot.
Again, kick, step. That means your weight has to be 210% on that foot you just stepped on. We now take 2 quick steps. Step, step. We go kick, down, that's my cross, step, step. And I'm thinking triangle. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. Kick, down, step, step. Then I add some attitude. Up, down, up, down, up.
It's almost
down,
like a back and
up,
forward.
down.
You're
from the
backing up
side.
the hips.
Kick, step,
And
step,
back
step.
and
Kick,
forward and back and forward. Nice. Yeah, I think everyone has a step at slow speed. It's just the speed in the routine.
Then we go into our cross kicks. We hold on to the cane or parasol. We go step. We kick across, down. Kick across, across. And we do it for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're ready for the roquettes now.
Shiny shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we want to go back. 1,
Exit.
3, 5, and freeze.
Stylish exit.
Holding on to my top hat, or parasol, or bonnet, or just generally got the hand in the air.
Okay. Everyone's looking good. Shall we give it one last go?
One last go to
Let's
music.
do it twice in a row.
Twice through. I'll do
Remember,
it once
lots of
this way
attitude.
and once facing you.
There's no such thing as getting it wrong. It's just about going for it. Here we go. And forward, forward, back, back.
Cross steps.
Kick, kick. Again. One more.
Last one.
Shine shoe. Oh, sorry, kick across. 4 more.
Cakewalk. Yay! So
Well
give
done,
yourselves a
everyone.
big hand. We covered quite a few steps there, and they're fun. They're fun. Yes, they're energetic. It is walking the miles on the dance floor, but it's all good. All good to learn.
And now you know how to make an entrance.
So that was a dance, very big in the 1900s. Do check out the Playboy.
On YouTube,
the Playboy,
the Playboy show.
Playboy Hour, I think it was called.
Playboy Hour.
And with Marshall Stearns, Leon James and Al Minns. There's quite a few clips of them and they do different stuff. It's quite fun to watch.